Peace, peace, peace. This is Shango Ray. I'm making this video because I received a message from a very appreciated client yesterday. And this client was freaking the fuck out. Why? Well, because they had sent Shango some messages over the past few weeks and Shango has not responded. I have not responded. Let me not talk about myself in third person. I'm going to say it directly because I'm claiming responsibility. And that's the reason I'm making this video. So I did reach back out. I happened to see this client at a particular time, or the message from this client. But I wanted to tell everyone, if you have sent me a message and whether you have noticed it's been unread, or whether you noticed maybe it has been read, but there was no response, I want you to know that I am well on my way of returning your messages. Folks, family, people, this is what happens when you half-ass something. I'm going to use myself, okay, in a loving way, but hey, I'm going to use myself as an example of half-assing something, all right? Now, what do I mean by half-assing? Well, let's just take this for an example. You take time off or you don't take time off. You take a break or you don't take a break. Sometimes we try and have our one foot here and one foot there. That's what I tried to do. I have some personal and family situations that have been requiring a lot of my time. Point blank, as much as I can give. So basically what I attempted to do is to, scale back as much as possible. So still doing, like, I guess you could say the bare minimum. I've still been doing some client work because the client work is not really, on the clock. Still been trying to put out some form of content and, but I had hit this space, and that's how I know it's really time, because usually I wouldn't take this fucking long. But it got to the point where, and this once again is nothing personal with anybody, okay? It's not you, baby. It's me, okay? It's not you. It's me, all right? So I reached this point where I'm seeing all these messages, right? And it just seems like they fucking go on forever, And it's not just from one place. It's not just on my phone. It's from this place, that place, and the other. And in addition to whatever I was feeling, that was like, look, I can't deal with this shit right now. I don't want to deal with this shit right now. I'm not in a space for this as much as possible. And even saying that, there has been times where certain times I'll open a message. Maybe I can respond right then and there. Sometimes you may notice it may have said read or something like that, where I might have made the mistake of opening your message at a time where, I can't just focus and answer your message right now. For one, I'm a slow typer. I might be in the middle of something here right now too. So I'll say okay, I'll get back to this. And next thing you know, weeks have gone by. That can easily happen in my world. So anyways, I'm making this because it's nothing personal. I just basically have managed to, it's just that time, man. I have been doing a lot for the past, I don't know how many months, with no break, none. And I'm in the immaculate position that I put myself in as far as being able. It's a privilege to be able to have your own business, and to have any type of creative outlet as well. And if those could be rolled into one, that's even more of a blessing. That's even more of a, but it can also be a curse as well, because we all reach a time where, besides just personal or family, related things, life happens, right? Life happens for everybody. I don't give a shit what you do. Life happens, and that's just it. All right? Take that with you. You're welcome. Bye. No, life happens. Then you have your own personal work that you may be doing, working with yourself, whatever capacity that is. If you are an entrepreneur, then you would understand how it's just you, baby. Sink or swim. All right? It's just you. That's it, man. That is it. So being that I am in a creative, I realize that. I'm in a creative business. You know, we're in the business of creation. You know, me, us, and our clients, we create. When we co-venture into something, when someone takes me on and I take them on as a client, we are now in the process of creating something. And that's what it is. I'm in the creation business. And every facet of my business has to do with creativity. I don't care what, from the marketing to the packaging to the picture I use on the cover of this or that, or everything is a creative endeavor, damn near. Even down to the work or services itself that are sold, right? So there does come a point, though, where you can only hit something for so long before you got to kind of back up. It's just kind of like when you're in them walls, right? You can't just, the whole time. I would hope not. You want to be able to switch that shit up, switch the stroke up. First you drill and then you kind of twist, then you this, then you that, maybe you fucking pull back out and go kiss that cat or something for a little bit. Switch it up. You gotta there's a rhythm to everything. You gotta understand what season you're in. You gotta understand what season you are at right now. And what does that season require from you? What is the season about? This season may be about, hey, you know what? Maybe it's time to actually literally take a break, recharge my batteries, number one, so I can be of best value and be the biggest beast that I can for you, right? So there's that. Then there's also what do I want to do next? What do we want to do next? How? Because sometimes it's not what you do, it's how you do it. A lot of times it's how you do it. So there's so many different, tapping in with your heart, getting your heart and your mind on the same page. Okay, because that's what you need to do. It's just like working out. You can't work out and salve out every day of the week and not take a rest, because eventually, yes, you're going to stunt your growth. And number two, and probably the most important thing, is you're setting yourself up for an inevitable injury, which is gonna more than likely cost you way more time off than if you just voluntarily and systematically step back and gave your time that space and time to rejuvenate, to channel new ideas, maybe start getting strategizing too, getting in position to start utilizing and applying these channels, because that's what you got to do. Everyone says they're getting channels, but what are you doing with it? You have to do something with it. But let's scoot the doing part off the table and scoot the part where you open up the space. You hold the space for that. You got to have a space. There's a time for everything. And so very soon I will be announcing that I'm taking a vacation for 2 to 3 weeks, and I'm just not going to be responding to shit. Okay, period. All right, because I need it. You can't half-ass yourself. That's something that I've learned especially in the last couple of days. You cannot half-ass yourself. Nobody wins that way. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wins. So, having said all that, I just wanted to formally apologize. Once again, I took full responsibility. And I want to say that I do apologize for any inconvenience I may have caused by not responding if there was any time-sensitive situations going on, okay? We got some wonderful things still to come out before I take my break. So you want to stay tuned. And we will catch you on the next live or what have you. But I just wanted to say that I appreciate each and every one of my clients. You are valued. You're appreciated. All right. And the show will close successfully with you. Okay. So you don't have to worry. Even if you just sent me other messages, not really on some business shit, I'm alive. I am well. I am fine. But just in a space. We've all had them times where sometimes you just don't want to talk to anybody. Sometimes for me, that can last weeks, and finding the balance in every situation is very imperative, I think, for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But we're talking about me here. So I just wanted to say that. So much love. And you will be receiving a message if you haven't already from me. So please, I want to thank you in closing for your continued patience. Peace.